Good afternoon, everyone. We want to see permutations with indistinguishable objects. Indistinguishable means you cannot distinguish. Okay, they are identical. You cannot make any difference. So if you have n objects, if you want to find out the number of permutations of n objects, and when you have different types of objects with you, you have n1 indistinguishable objects of type 1, n2 indistinguishable objects of type 2, and so on, nk indistinguishable objects of type k. And you want to find out their arrangements. Permutations means arrangements. Then these arrangements are n factorial upon n1 factorial into n2 factorial and so on up to nk factorial. Okay, so for example, now we will see. I had given you one example in the morning. If you remember, the word was deer. Okay. Now let us first see the meaning of this theorem numerically, and then we will see its proof. Okay. So that you can understand it better. I will just erase everything. Yeah. Can you hear me, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I am taking very simple words just to understand. I am taking two words. One is C. Okay. SEA. So you have three different letters. These are distinguishable objects, right? No letter is repeated. Do you understand it? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you want to make arrangements of these three letters, how many possible ways are there to arrange these three letters? Of course, without repetition, because you have to use the available letters. So first place has how many choices?
3.
3. Second place has
3.
2. And the last place has 1. That means it is 3 factorial, right? You have n places and n objects. N distinct objects, I would rather say. N places and n distinct objects, then arrangements, number of arrangements will be equal to simply n factorial, right? But when you consider this kind of word, C, SEEC, then how many arrangements are possible? Can you list out the arrangements? This is one arrangement, right? Which else you can have as an arrangement?
ESE.
You can have ESE, okay. Then
EES.
EES, then
SEEE.
that is already taken, no? SEE. So how many arrangements are there?
3.
3. And here also you have 3 letters, but you have 6 arrangements. Here also you have 3 letters, but you have only 3 arrangements. Why this is happening? Because the letter E is repeated twice, isn't it? Okay. So when you have this particular arrangement, ESE, can I say that if I replace this E, if I write this E in the first place and this first E in the last place, does it make any different arrangement? Can you hear me?
Now.
I was saying that if I have this arrangement ESE, okay, now I am keeping S in the second position only, but I am just interchanging the positions of E, the letter E. The third E I am writing in the first position, and first E I am writing in the third position. So does it give a different arrangement?
No.
No, it is same arrangement because E is identical, no? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
So what happens here? Out of three places, S is appearing, out of three letters, S is appearing only once and E is appearing twice. The frequency of E is 2. The frequency of S is 1. So what I will do is, I will place whatever number of S letters I have, I will place them first of all out of 3. So I have only one S. Okay, and on remaining positions, I will put E. Okay, so my answer becomes 3C1. I have only one S available. And how many positions are available? Right now, 3. Okay, 3 में से एक जगह मैंने किसको दे दी? कौन से लेटर को दे दी?
E.
S को, S को. S is appearing only once. So how many places S requires? How many places S requires? One place, no? But we have 3 places available. तो इनमें से मैं choose करूंगी. So this is a combination. This is a selection. Though we are talking about permutation, we are writing it in terms of selection because we are selecting one position out of 3 positions. Now, once I place S anywhere, I have 3 choices. I can place here or here or here. So I have 3 choices. 3C1 is 3. You know that NC1 is always N. Now, how many positions are remaining after placing S?
2.
2 positions are remaining. And how many E are appearing? The second type of object is appearing only 2 times. And we have 2 positions. So that can be done in 3. That can be done in 2C2 ways. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So 3C1 into 2C2. 3C1 is 3 and 2C2 is 1. NCN. Choose all of them. NCN means you have N objects and choose all of them. So that can be done in one way. So answer is 3. So are you getting 3 only here also? SEE, ESE, EES. So how I will write this, I will write this as 3 factorial upon S is appearing 1 time, so 1 factorial into E is appearing 2 times, so 2 factorial. And this answer is also 3. 3 into 2 factorial upon 1 factorial into 2 factorial, 2 factorial gets cancelled and the answer is 3. Are you getting the logic? What exactly we are doing? Though we are finding out the arrangement of letters, permutations of letters or objects, we are using combination in that. Do you understand it? Because we are selecting the positions out of available positions every time. Girls, do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So now let us prove the theorem. So this is the theorem statement. All of you have written this, I know. Right? All of you have this statement with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us prove it now. Yeah. So after this, I want a new page. Yeah, proof. Okay. So I'm considering n places here. Okay. So this is first position. Okay, let us not write in the block. We'll write it below the block. This is first, second, third, fourth, and this is nth position. Okay. I want to find out permutation of n objects. Okay. So given that n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus up to nk is equal to n. Okay. There are k types of objects. N1 objects of type 1, N2 objects of type 2, N3 objects of type 3, and so on Nk objects of type K. And totally we have N objects, and we want to find out permutation of all these N objects. Okay? Are you writing simultaneously?
Yes, ma'am.
We have N places available for N objects. Okay? We have N places available for N objects. So what I will do, first I will try to put these N1 objects. How many places are available initially to me for the first object? I want to put the first object now. How many places are available in the beginning?
K.
N.
No, not K. K is the type of objects you have. There are N
Yes.
positions available. There are N positions available, and out of these N positions, you will select how many? How many you will select for the first type of object to place?
N.
N. You have totally N places available, dear. First type of object, how many objects you have of first type? How many objects you have of the first type? What is written in the theorem? N1 indistinguishable objects of type 1, N2 indistinguishable objects of type 2. So I want to place first type of objects, all of them, N1 objects. तो मेरे पास कितनी places available है? N places, right? Yes or no? There is no response from your side, girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So out of these N objects, I will first put type 1 objects. So type 1 objects can be put in how many ways? That's what I'm asking you. You have N places available. You will select N1 places out of that. Because you have N1 objects of type 1. So वो कितने ways में हो सकता है? सिलेक्शन करना है, मतलब क्या करते हो आप? सिलेक्शन करते हो मतलब क्या करते हो? कॉम्बिनेशन ना?
Yes, ma'am.
आपके पास N प्लेसेस है, आपको N1 ऑब्जेक्ट सिलेक्ट करने हैं उसमें से, तो आप कितने प्ले वेज में कर सकते हो वो? NC N1. समझा के नहीं ये?
No, ma'am. Can you repeat?
अरे बाबा, यहाँ पे देखो, मैंने C वर्ड दिखाया था ना आपको. C वर्ड था यहाँ पे. C वर्ड में कितने लेटर्स हैं? How many letters are there in the word C?
3.
3 letters. So I want to find out number of permutations of 3 letters. Okay. So first I will put, कितने टाइप के ऑब्जेक्ट्स है मेरे पास यहाँ पे बताओ? How many types of objects are there in the word C? हाँ? 3 टाइप के ऑब्जेक्ट्स है क्या? 3 टाइप के ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं? अरे बाबा, S और E. S is appearing once. So S is appearing once implies N1 is 1. and E another letter. There are only two types of objects, S and E. Correct है या नहीं? Okay. So now out of these three places, you will choose how many places for the first type, that is S letter. How many times S is appearing?
One.
Once. So how many positions
One.
you want for the letter S?
One.
One. And how many positions are available?
Three.
So 3 में से मुझे एक पोजीशन चूज करनी है, मतलब सिलेक्शन करना है ना.
Yes.
वो कितनी वेज में होगा? 3C1 वेज में होगा. इनटू अभी बची कितनी पोजीशंस?
Two.
टू पोजीशंस बची. और अभी दूसरा टाइप का जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो कौन सा है? ई. ई इज अपियरिंग हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? 2 times. Who is saying 1? I am talking about SEE word. हाँ, so 2 positions बचे हैं और मेरे पास 2 ही E letters है. सेकेंड टाइप के ऑब्जेक्ट्स 2 है. So that can be filled in 2 ways. 2C2 ways. Getting the point?
Yes.
हाँ.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what now I am writing for N and N1. I have N positions available in the beginning, and the first type of objects are N1 in number. So I will choose N1 places from N places. Is that okay? I will choose N1 places from N places. So that can be done in how many ways? N में से N1 प्लेसेस चूज करने हैं, मतलब आप NC N1 लिखते हो कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. तो इन N प्लेसेस में से मैं पहले N1 ऑब्जेक्ट्स फिल करने के लिए N1 प्लेसेस चूज करूंगी. तो मेरे पास कितनी प्लेसेस बची अभी? N प्लेसेस में से N1 प्लेसेस चली गई. सो हाउ मेनी प्लेसेस आई एम लेफ्ट विथ?
N minus.
N माइनस N1 प्लेसेस बच गए ना.
Yes.
अभी इन N माइनस N1 प्लेसेस में मुझे सेकेंड टाइप का ऑब्जेक्ट फिल करना है. सेकेंड टाइप के कितने ऑब्जेक्ट्स है मेरे पास? N2. तो N माइनस N1 प्लेसेस में से मुझे N2 प्लेसेस सिलेक्ट करने हैं. दैट कैन बी डन इन हाउ मेनी वेज?
N minus N1 C N2.
Yes, exactly, there you are now. Do you understand what I am saying? It's very easy.
Yes.
पहले आप N प्लेसेस में से N1 सिलेक्ट किए आपने, फिर बचे हुए प्लेसेस में से आपने N2 सिलेक्ट किए. फिर अभी आपके पास कितने बचे?
N1 minus
N माइनस N1 प्लस N2, मतलब N माइनस N1 माइनस N2, राइट? N माइनस N1 माइनस N2. इतनी प्लेसेस अवेलेबल है. इतनी प्लेसेस पे आपको नेक्स्ट ऑब्जेक्ट फिल करना है, तो उतनी पोजीशंस आपको सिलेक्ट करनी होंगी. N माइनस N1 माइनस N2 C N3. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड इट? ऐसे करते करते आप लास्ट में कहाँ तक जाओगे? लास्ट में कितनी प्लेसेस आपको रहनी चाहिए? कितनी रहनी चाहिए प्लेसेस? NK ना, NK places should be available in the end, because you are left with NK positions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
ये N माइनस N1 माइनस N2 माइनस N3 ये सब लोग सब्ट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं. यहां तक NK माइनस 1 तक आप सारा सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे तो कितनी पोजीशंस बचेंगी? N में से इतनी सारी चली गई तो कितना बचेगा? NK positions will be left. And how many objects of K type you have? How many objects of type K you have? Girls, answer my questions. How you will understand otherwise?
NK.
हाँ, n के पोजीशंस बची ना, ये सारी चली गई तो,
Yes.
एंड n के पोजीशन में आप कितने ऑब्जेक्ट्स डालोगे? n के ही, लास्ट में आपके बचे हैं n के ऑब्जेक्ट्स, सो दैट कैन बी डन इन nck, nk, c, nk ways. Have you understood it? Have you understood it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So write it down now. First, the n1 indistinguishable objects. First, the n1 indistinguishable objects occupy their n1 positions in NC-N1. This is the notation we are going to use now. NC-N1 ways. Yes. What you will write in the second now? Now how many positions are left? How many positions are left from n?
N minus N1.
So now n minus n1 positions are vacant. So secondly, now we will place n2 objects of type 2 on these n minus n1 positions. N2 indistinguishable objects of type 2 occupy their positions n2 positions. N2 positions in how many ways? In
N minus N1 C
C
N2.
n2 ways. Yes. Finished writing this? Now how many positions are vacant?
N minus N1 minus.
Yes, now n minus n1 minus n2 positions are vacant. So thirdly, n3 indistinguishable objects, n3 indistinguishable objects of type 3 occupy their n3 positions in how many ways? In n minus n1 minus n2 C n3 ways. Continuing, So in the same way, if you continue till the last object, the kth object, so obviously you will have nk positions vacant and you want to place nk objects. Okay. So continuing in this way, finally, nk indistinguishable objects of type K occupy their nk positions in, yes, can you tell me, n से क्या क्या subtract होगा बताओ, which things will get subtracted from n, how many places, देखो n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus nk minus 1 plus nk is equal to n. So इतनी सारी places fill हो गई है मेरी, so n में से इतनी सारी चली गई, that is n minus n1 minus n2 minus n3 so on up to minus nk c nk, means how many are remaining now, nk only. So now which principle we should use? Which principle we should use now? N1 positions and N2 positions and N3 and NK positions. So which principle, which word I'm using? Girls, are you there with me? Or you're sleeping? Which principle? Start your video, please. Girls, start your video. Yes, start किया video. Pooja, which principle we should use now, Pooja? Which principle, Komal Sawant? You are feeling N1 positions and N2 positions and N2, N3 positions and NK positions. Which word I am using again and again? The word and. Whenever the word and comes, which principle we use?
Multiplication principle.
Multiplication.
Yes, multiplication principle. So we should use now multiplication principle, right? So by using multiplication principle, switch on your video. All of, by using multiplication principle, all of n objects, we are placing all of them, okay? All of n objects occupy their n positions in nc n1 into n minus n1 c n2 into n minus n1 minus n2 c n3 into n minus n1 minus n2 minus n3 c n4 into so on nk c nk ways. Okay. So what is NC, N1? What is NCR?
N factorial upon R factorial into N minus R.
So just apply the same formula. So NC, N1 क्या होगा?
N factorial
Upon N minus N1 factorial into
into
N1
N1
into. Now what is the second one now?
N minus
N1 factorial upon N minus N1 minus N2 factorial into N2 factorial into. Next will be ये वाला N minus N1 minus N2 factorial upon N minus N1 minus N2 minus N3 factorial into N3 factorial and so on. I will go up to Nk factorial upon Nk minus Nk factorial into Nk factorial. So can you see any cancellations here? Which things are cancelled? See, N minus N1 factorial. This is cancelled with this. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
This will also get cancelled with this. So every time these new denominators are going to get cancelled. और इसका finally इसका आंसर क्या आता है? What is this final answer? Nk factorial cancels with Nk factorial, and what is 0 factorial? What is 0 factorial? 1. I told you 0 factorial का meaning होता है you have some objects and you are not selecting anything. So not selecting can be done only in one way, right? And what is your answer? You are left with, in the numerator you have only n factorial. Do you observe it? And in the denominator you have these. Sorry, ये n factorial यहाँ पे cancel नहीं होगा. Nk factorial. This Nk factorial will remain there, okay? यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा? यहाँ पे सेकेंड लास्ट टर्म में क्या बचेगा बताओ? सेकेंड लास्ट टर्म में क्या बचेगा? उसके साथ ये Nk factorial कैंसिल होगा, okay? And this Nk factorial will remain. This will get cancelled with the previous term because see, this is cancelling with the next term. So this Nk factorial will get cancelled with the denominator in the previous term. So we are left with N1 factorial, N2 factorial, N3 factorial and so on, Nk factorial. This is the answer. Have you understood this? Please do not cancel this Nk, the last one. This one is there. Okay. This will get cancelled with the previous one. Because n minus n1 minus n2 minus n3 up to nk minus 1 will be obviously nk. Previous term में denominator में ऐसा bracket आएगा आपका. So that will get cancelled with that nk factorial in the numerator. Have you understood this result? Finished writing or not?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you really writing? I am telling you girls, please take it very seriously. Your exam can start anytime after January, 1st January, okay? So please be prepared and start preparing from the first chapter. Don't be lazy in writing. Okay, now let us have an example. How many different arrangements are there of the letters in the following words? The first one is as I had given earlier, Mississippi. So there is so much repetition. Okay. How many total positions? Total positions n is equal to how many positions are there?
11.
11. Correct. 11. Now how many types of objects you have? Type 1 is the letter M, right? Right?
Yes.
And how many times it is appearing? M is appearing only once.
Once.
Type 2 is letter I. How many times I is appearing?
4 times.
4.
Times. Type 3
S.
S.
4
S
times.
is appearing 4 times. Then type 4
P.
P. P is appearing 2 times.
Twice.
And total of this should be equal to 11. Huh? Getting it? 1 plus
Yes.
4 plus 4 plus 2 should be the total positions. So total arrangements are 5 minutes the meeting will get over. You should rejoin back immediately. Total arrangements. How many total arrangements are there? Then 11 factorial upon
1 factorial.
1
4
factorial, 4 factorial, 4 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay, so you should find the final answer. 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial upon 1 factorial is 1. 4 factorial you can actually write, and 1 4 factorial you can cancel. Okay, then 2 factorial is 2. This 4 into 2 gets cancelled with 8, and this 3 into 2 gets cancelled with 6. So your final answer will be 11 into 10 into 9 into 7 into 5. Okay. Are you getting it, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now second letter I am giving you, second word, sorry, tetrahedron. Tetrahedron. What is the answer for tetrahedron? How many letters are there in tetrahedron? Again 11.
11.
N is 11. Okay, what is N1? N1 suppose आप T letter के लिए use कर रहे हो N1. 2. Then E N2 is equal to 2. Then letter R N3 is equal to 2. then letter A, N4 is 1, then you have H, N5 is 1, D, N6 is 1, then you have O, N7 is 1, and N8 is also 1. So these total makes 11, 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 5, 11. Okay, so your answer should be n factorial upon 11 factorial upon 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. Okay? Are you getting it? Now let us modify this question. Okay, we are left with one more result from this chapter. So I think, yeah, we will continue with this example in the next meeting. Okay. Now the meeting is at the end. So let us stop here.